many people are trapped within? How many lives will be lost?
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
Duke, he's still alive.
Where do I go from here? I'll give it a shot.
It's her. The devil who took my son.
Making my move.
Go fuck.
Will, my pet, I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia. Kneel for me. Oh, do wipe that frown off your face. This is what you wanted, after all. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
What's happening? That devil.
Greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So, it seems, will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father?
Will... Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldrin's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
By every last hell, son, my head.
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please, go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
God, that was close. I could almost kiss the boards here, but... well, that would be disgusting.
If I thought the city had despoiled the nature above, that harbor water was far from a sparkling blue.
The depths are no place for me. I shall be glad to walk upon dry land once again.
We're good and done with the Iron Throne, and I've no wish to return.
I'll admit it, I was saying my prayers there. Thank the gods we made it out of Gortash's hellhole.
The sooner we're back on solid ground, the better.
I have no wish to see what floaters will break about the water after our little visit down below.
I think I've had my fill of underwater misadventures. Let's get back to the surface world before any more perils seek us out.
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
I'll get to your camp. We'll talk there.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us! Saved us all! I thought it impossible, but you did it! We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. Gond smiles on me this day. Thank you. Thank you again. May Gond's grace guide you.
Ogro! It's free! Free! If only my Gladiola was free too.
Bloody hells! I was a goner for sure! Thank you. Can't wait to tell my spanner about all this. He'll never believe it.
My sincerest thanks, friend. I don't know what possessed you to find us in that place, but I am surely glad you did. I need to gather my bearings, then find Jeff. My darling Jeff.
My lord, your act of valor will go down in Gondian history! Ha! The Noventavir will never die!
Still hurts. But thank you. Why would anyone do something so cruel, so heartless? It hurts.
It's over, right? There's not more cutting. Thank God. Bastard Grindo. Carpentry could never be good enough for my brother, could it? Just had to work in a Gondian forge.
Oh, that was amazing! Like one of them old hero stories. Thank you. Bala and Genshu will blow a bleeding gasket when they hear about this. Can't wait to tell them.
Featherweight Falson will be back in the ring in no time. Once my daughter Claw is freed. If I got me hands on the bastards that got Claw locked up, a quick 1-2, bang! Out like a light.
What they were doing with us was horrid. Thank you for saving me. I can't believe they'd use me to control Drew. My poor, sweet wee lad.
You were so heroic. My word. I can't wait to tell Squav what happened. Gods, I hope he's all right. Thanks to you, me and my Squav might see each other again.
By God, I'm glad you showed up. Hopefully Frel's not too worried about me.
Of course he's going to worry. Frel always worries. Gond, help him.
Listen, lad. Only a special sort could have done what you did. Thank you. Yous have my gratitude. Truly.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
Woo!
Whoa! What a ride! I won't forget it anytime soon. And Cap neither. I might have underestimated you before. Won't do that again. Thanks for the adventure. Cap needs all the attention I can spare, for now. But one day, when the world's set back to rights, we ought to strike out together again. See what's out there.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravenguard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravenguard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
My son, you sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fire so I might walk free. By the gods, can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I remember them well. You made me recite them every morning.
So you do. And I thought you'd abandoned them. More fool me. The worm goes by many names. Answer, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The Legend of Ansur. An ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Baldurin himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Saving Ravengard and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it.
Damn right I did. My father is safe and my chains are broken.
Yes, celebrate your fortunes. But remember that they are lost as quickly as they are gained. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. Ravengard will fall. I will strike when the Duke has the most to lose, and I have the most to gain. Clause A, Section 2. Should Soul Holder choose to abandon his patron, he is freed from his duty. His father, Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard, will be thus fated to die by an enemy's hand. A sealed pact is mightier than even Asmodeus's ruby rod. Do you think by merely saving a duke that you were ripping it through? You're such a witless little thing. Laugh in the face of the Archduchess Zariel, and she only laughs back. By all means, struggle and seethe when I come for Zariel's prize. Play the hero. Put up a fight. But don't forget who signed away his own father's life when Ravengard's finally bled.
We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. I disappointed him once. I won't do it again. I do, and so does my father. Go on, read the Legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps. It's complicated. There's the joy of reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation. It's a flurry of emotion. I'm not sure how to make sense of it. Joy. To my father, I was only ever a boy. Incredible that he can see the man I became. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and freed the people, I could once more call Baldur's Gate home. Whether I return there, well, only time will tell.